Gras in Louisiana is quite an event. It's fun. It's party time. And everybody tends to participate and get out on the street and watch parades, probably imbibe a little bit too much alcohol. I think that's a rule rather than a tradition about Mardi Gras. I know as a youngster on the streets of New Orleans, drinking Pat O'Brien Hurricanes and a lot of beer and full of makeup and awkwardness and drunken foolishness, out on the streets of New Orleans. Well, I'm in Baton Rouge now, and we this year decided not to go to the parades. We thought it might be a little more fun to do something a little different. So Melissa and I got in the car and drove over to La Berge Casino, which is on the Mississippi River here in Baton Rouge. It's a really nice place. Really, really, really nice place. Entertainment is good. The food is good. The casino is brand new. It has a really interesting view of the river and everything that goes on in the river. It's sort of steeped in Louisiana tradition. It's here in Baton Rouge, home of LSU. It's where Huey Long had his reign. It is a famous Civil War city, as far as that goes. If you've ever seen the John Wayne movie, The Horse Soldiers, they speak of Baton Rouge and some of the things that happened there. Anyway, we decided to go to the casino. I like to play blackjack. Melissa likes to play the slot machines. So we decided to give it all a whirl on Mardi Gras Day. Seemed like a perfect thing to do for us. So we got out, parked the car, found a great place to park, very, very near the casino, and locked up and started to walk over to the casino. And it was a brisk, not cold, but cool, brisk, sunny, beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous day. Sun is bright. There's not a cloud in the sky, and there's a lot of breeze. I wouldn't call it windy, but it was quite breezy and gusty, so things were kind of tossing around and that kind of thing. And as we approached the main sidewalk to the casino, which is sort of across the parking lot, and you cross this little street sort of thing, I stepped in front of a red small Ford pickup truck, which was parked on the curb, and suddenly I hear this screech. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a man, an animal, a cat, a car, a bomb. I have no idea. But I about came out of my Nikes. I mean, I leapt up into the air, and it just absolutely scared the shit out of me. I just had no idea what this was. And so I look over, where the noise was coming from, which was just to my right, and I look over, and there's an owl sitting on the hood of this little Ford pickup truck near the windshield. And the owl is 3-4 feet away from me, the distance of the hood, just sitting there. And I went, oh my, look at, and he's a big fella. He's probably 16, 18 inches tall. Apparently, and I don't know how much owls weigh, because I know they have to fly, and they're probably lighter than you would think, but it looked like a 10 to 14 pound animal, Now, I could be way wrong. I honestly don't know. But if it were a turkey, it'd have been a 16-pound turkey. Let's put it that way. He's a big fella. and just incredible talons. The talons, were that long and very curved and very sharp, and you could see them. He was gripping like the vents that are right next to the windshield. Typically on a car, like there's the little rows of vents that are right in front of the windshield, and he was just like holding on right there. So I pulled out my iPhone, and kind of stuck it in his face, and he didn't budge. He looked right at me. I snapped several pictures. Didn't think to shoot video. It was such a shock, and I was expecting him to take wing at any moment and just fly away. And I was so close to the talons, I was honestly being pretty careful because I didn't want that thing upset with me in any way. He could have done some damage. And his beak is significant, big curved, pointy kind of thing, and but the talons themselves, when you're dealing with, I would assume, it's about 10 of these things that are, literally 2.5 inches long and a big curve, sort of like a big needle, and obviously sharp, very pointy, very sharp, and it's what he uses to, grab animals and fly off with them. So I took 8 or 10 pictures, and I'm going to have some up here in a second so you can see them. But and went off to the casino. By the way, played blackjack and won some money. And Melissa lost a little bit, but I made up for it. I won some money playing blackjack. So, very much against the grain of what most people do when you go to casinos. Instead of giving it all back, I wound up taking it home. So, with some folding hundreds, I left the casino, and we're on our way back. It's probably 2.5 hours later, and walked across, took the elevators, went downstairs. The same truck was parked there, and the owl was still there, still in the same place on his truck. So he may have been hurt. I don't know. He may have just been cold. He may have been frightened. Why he was there, no clue. But it was the day of the owl. So that's my story.